Hi, it's KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guests today are from the upcoming production of Arsenic and Old Lace at Starlighters Theater in Anamosa. Mary Lucas from the cast. Mary, nice to see you.
Hi, it's nice to be here.
Dwayne Larson, nice to see you, Dwayne.
Good to see you too, Dennis.
And the director of the show, Michelle Payne-Hins. Michelle, welcome back.
Hi, Dennis. Thanks.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Good to see you.
This is, I said before we started tape, I've done this show. It's one of my favorite comedies for a long time. So
we all knew you were Mortimer, right? We had no doubt about it.
Everybody had picked my role right from the get-go.
Perfect casting.
And this is one of those where you'll watch it and you'll feel like, oh, I've seen this before, because the plot has inspired and had been recycled into dozens, if not hundreds, of different comedies. And
right.
I got caught up watching an old Murder, She Wrote
rerun
not long ago.
Yes.
They actually
bury him in the garden.
They actually do that.
Yes. Yeah.
And dogs find
But for those who may not be familiar with Arsenic and Old Lace, Michelle, would you run down the summary of the plot real quick?
Sure. Mortimer Brewster, he's a drama critic in New York City. He comes home and proposes to his girlfriend Elaine, who lives next door. Exactly at the same time he's discovering that there are dead bodies in the window seat. And while he assumes that it's his brother Teddy, who thinks he's Teddy Roosevelt, is to blame, his aunts soon set him straight and say, no, that's one of our gentlemen. It all takes place over one night, and the next brother to arrive is Jonathan, who is a serial killer and travels with his own plastics.
Yeah,
like you do, as
Typical
one
family.
does.
Yeah.
As one does. And as one does, he travels with his own plastic surgeon, so that
As one does.
so that whenever he commits a crime, he can have his face altered and then get away.
And Mary, you play one of the aunts.
I play Abby. Abby is, she's perhaps the more intelligent of the two aunts, although I would never say that in public.
Or to your sister.
Or to my sister, Martha. Abby and Martha are just the most charitable people in Brooklyn, and they're so proud of all of the mercy that they show the neighborhood.
Yeah, they consider themselves as doing a public service.
That is exactly
by helping these lonely old gentlemen
old men to find peace. Yes, and the way they do that is they serve them elderberry wine, their own homemade elderberry wine, of course, which is laced with multiple poisons.
But one gentleman spoke up right before he crashed and said,
"How delicious."
This is, as I said, this is such a funny play and the progenitor of so many, of so many things. But as I was thinking about it, it's also of its period.
Very much so.
Very much.
Yeah,
and
1841.
And when it was written and produced, the pop culture references were all current.
Yes.
That's to say, Teddy thinks he's Teddy Roosevelt.
Exactly,
that would have immediately created an image of the people. There's a running joke. I don't want to get too spoilerly. There's a running joke with a movie star who has now been dead for a half century. In our, I was thinking of this. This would have been a sight gag that people, 60 years ago would have gotten it
instantly,
immediately when Jonathan walks on stage.
Right.
So Michelle, start off with you as a director. How do you kind of balance that?
We have adjusted some things. We've tried to stay true to it. We discovered that the actor that we have playing Jonathan actually looks a lot like Bela Lugosi.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
All right. So we've switched the lines to Bela Lugosi.
I guess we can say it's Boris Karloff in the original.
Boris Karloff.
And I've seen some shows where they actually make him up like the Frankenstein monster.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And that's how that. Oh yeah, it looks exactly like Boris Karloff.
Like yeah.
We're not going that far. There are also references to some stage and screen other personalities. We had to switch. Who is the actress actress that we switched out for.
Oh, for Morticia Adams?
Yeah.
Yes, I can't remember her
Yeah,
name.
there
I
was,
can't
there was
either.
some
Somebody that was
very
known for being
dated
tough.
reference. That
Very
was like,
dated reference. So we
gotta
did
get rid
look
of.
up. Morticia Adams was created by John Adams.
Yeah, the original Adams Family cartoons are
way
from the
before
very early
1940.
part of the century.
So we
yeah.
thought a
Yeah.
Morticia Adams reference would still be all right.
Sort
But
of
some
a
of them,
sort of a ghoulish,
Right.
saturnine woman who.
Hey,
was
Xavier
a little
High
bit
School
haunting.
did the Adams Family musical last weekend.
perfect.
So
There you go.
still perfectly
It's still,
current
yeah.
reference.
Perfect
in the-
companion.
in
Yeah.
the zeitgeist.
Go ahead. I'm so sorry.
No, I just said it's in the zeitgeist.
It's
so.
in the
Yeah.
zeitgeist. And some of the references still, even though they're dated, seem really relevant. There's a line where Abby says to the minister about using the fake flower.
Oh, well, yes. So this play was written I guess occurs in like 1941. So the United States hadn't quite entered World War II. But these people remember World War I and they remember what they had to go through. So her line is, oh, I do hope that they won't force us to use imitation flour again with this war trouble. And then she goes on to say, I may be uncharitable, but it occurs to me that Mr. Hitler really isn't a Christian. And so
Well, that was prophetic.
yes, yeah.
And also in Act 1, when the policemen are sitting around and talking about how wonderful the Brewster sisters are and how charitable they are. Oh, and the line just flew right, you'll edit this out, right? The line just flew right out of my head. He said, oh, they're good to everyone. They don't even care how you vote.
They don't even care how you vote. Yeah.
A lot of times, Arsenic and Old Lace is kind of a Halloween show because, like we said, poison, dead bodies, Bela Lugosi.
The ghoulish,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. But you're staging it at Christmas time, and there's a reason for that, right, Michelle?
There's a reference early in the play that the policemen have come to collect Teddy's used army toys, and they're going to distribute them to other children who need them.
And they do it because they need something to do at the station while they're waiting for calls to come in. And it's important to do something with yourself. They get tired of playing cards, and then they start cleaning their gun. And, well, you might shoot yourself in the foot. so they have to have something else to do.
The policemen in this show spend more time at the Brewster house than they do at the station.
They pretty much help
Sandwiches,
themselves.
eating
And
biscuits.
they just walk in, as most people do. They just kind of walk in the house, and
Very
it's
neighborly.
all right. Everybody's cool with it.
The spirit of Brooklyn is friendliness.
Yeah, people coming in through the windows, and it's
Yeah, it's just...
And that doesn't bother the Brewster
it's
sisters
absolutely
at all,
normal.
even though they are literally committing murder in this house.
Well, and they know that if they asked them to, the police would certainly leave them to their private enjoyments.
Yeah,
So,
and the judge.
Yeah.
They're thinking about inviting
know
the
the
judge
judge,
over
yeah.
for tea
yeah.
because he's lonely too.
He's
Yeah,
lonely.
exactly.
his wife died. and
Very
so,
sad.
Yes,
Yeah. So one of the highlights, one of the comedy highlights, is Teddy and his bugle.
Oh gosh, yes.
Yes, that brings the police over many times because it wakes the neighbors.
The neighbors
Do
are
you-
not
He blares his
pleased.
bugle because he has to, he has to call his cabinet for a meeting. How else is he going to do it?
Do you play the bugle, Dwayne?
No, but I've gotten to the point where I can make a noise with it now, so
close
that's
enough,
good.
yeah.
At first, it was like I cannot get a sound out of this thing, and now I'm getting to the point where it's a pretty ugly blare, but
It's a sound.
it's
Let's
a
put
sound,
it that
yeah.
way. I wouldn't call
So-
it playing.
but it
Or a
works.
note,
Yeah.
yes, it's a note.
And of course, in and around all of this, the hilarity ensues when Mortimer finds out what's going on and is trying to figure out how he's going to keep his aunts out of jail.
He wants to
Yes.
keep his aunts out of jail.
He doesn't want his fiance to
He's
find
the
out.
He doesn't want his
sane
fiancé to
person
find out.
in the family.
Yes, quotes saying.
Yeah.
right.
So we've talked a little bit about, the aspects of this that were rooted in the time, that it was produced, and also, modernizing it a little. You can only go really so far with that. Mary, the idea of spinster aunt
Yes.
is also something that had its time and place.
Very much so.
Today, crocheting doilies and making tea is
Making tea
not
or
something.
elderberry wine,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right.
is not something. So talk about getting into the head of a character who has that background instead of a modern sensibility.
I will just say that I'm really thankful to my third grade teacher because she was an unmarried woman, very proper, a member of the Audubon Society. She just had that sensibility of deportment, and so I've really kind of summoned her.
Yeah,
And it's really helped a lot.
if she only knew that decades gone,
It is
she'd be
amazing.
calling up her spirit to
The effect that we have, and we don't even know it.
Dwayne, talk about playing a guy who is playing a guy who thinks he's Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah. The way I see it, Teddy's delusion is so great. It's so ingrained within him that I consider that he is actually performing his own play, a one-man show about the life and times of Teddy Roosevelt, probably called Teddy with an exclamation point. And it just happens to be occurring at the same time that all these other events are going on.
That's right. He's in his own play.
He's totally in his own world, and it just occasionally intersects with what's happening because it's not a linear thing. He is experiencing Teddy Roosevelt's life at different points of his life. Sometimes it's when he's president and he's in the White House. Sometimes he's fighting in the Spanish-American War. Sometimes he's down at the Panama Canal. So it's
very fluid.
It's very fluid. His memory and his sense of place is very tends to change very rapidly.
Arsenic and Old Lace opens December 5th at Starlighters in Anamosa. And Michelle, 2 weekends?
2 weekends.
And how do we get tickets?
Tickets are available on the website, which is starlighters.org. They're also available at the box office, which will be open a week before the show opens. And even though they're assigned seats, it never hurts just to show up at the box office and take your chances.
You could probably get in.
You probably can, although I've been very impressed with the
Sales are brisk?
The early sales. They are very brisk, yes.
Excellent.
That's good to know.
As I think I've shown, I love this play. I love that you're doing it.
There's a lot to love.
And,
it's a lot of fun.
And I'm sure you're having a blast in rehearsal, and it's
gosh.
only going to get more fun as you head toward the show. So,
Yes, for sure.
So again, December 12th through the 14th at Starlighters in Anamosa.
Sorry, December 5th.
5th. Oh, did I say 4th? Yeah. December 5th through the 14th at Starlighters in Anamosa and starlighters.org if you'd like tickets.
Yes.
Thanks a lot for being here.
Thank you,
So
Dennis.
Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you, Dennis.
You can hear The Culture Crawl live on the radio most weekdays at 10:30, on demand at kcck.org/culture, or subscribe using your favorite podcast player. Watch our videos on the KCCK Facebook and YouTube channels. Our producer is Lydia Kilgore. The Culture Crawl theme is composed by Vivian Shanley. I'm Dennis Green, and I'll talk to you later.